Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us encounter but often struggle with. Dealing with toxic people. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a family member, toxic individuals can drain your energy and affect your well-being. But don't worry, we've got you covered with 13 clever ways to deal with toxic people effectively. Understanding toxicity. Before we delve into the strategies, it's essential to understand what makes someone toxic. Toxic people are often negative, manipulative, and draining. They create drama, spread negativity, and make you feel bad about yourself. Recognizing these behaviors is the first step in protecting yourself. What is toxicity? Toxicity in people often manifests through behaviors and attitudes that harm others. These behaviors can be deliberate or unconscious, stemming from various psychological issues such as insecurity, jealousy, or unresolved trauma. Common characteristics of toxic individuals include chronic negativity, always seeing the glass half empty and complaining about everything; manipulation, using deceitful tactics to control or influence others; blame, shifting, refusing to take responsibility and always blaming others for their problems; lack of empathy, being unable or unwilling to understand or care about the feelings of others; drama creation, thriving on conflict and chaos, often stirring up trouble wherever they go. Recognizing these traits is crucial for implementing effective strategies to manage such individuals. The impact of toxic people. Interacting with toxic people can lead to significant emotional and psychological distress. They can make you doubt yourself, feel anxious, and even cause physical symptoms such as headaches or fatigue. Long-term exposure to toxic behavior can erode your self-esteem and leave you feeling drained and demoralized. Identifying toxic people. It's not always easy to identify toxic individuals, especially if they are close to you. Here are some red flags to watch for. They make you feel worse after every interaction. If you consistently feel drained, upset, or demoralized after interacting with someone, they might be toxic. They're always the victim. Toxic people often portray themselves as perpetual victims, never taking responsibility for their actions. They lack boundaries. They frequently overstep personal boundaries and make you feel uncomfortable. They thrive on drama. They seem to enjoy conflict and often create or escalate disputes. Strategies to deal with toxic people. Now that we've established what makes someone toxic and the impact they can have, let's explore 13 clever strategies to manage and mitigate their influence in your life. 1. Set boundaries. Why boundaries matter. Setting boundaries is a fundamental step in protecting yourself from toxic behavior. Boundaries are limits that you set to define what you will and will not tolerate in interactions. They serve as a protective barrier for your emotional and mental well-being. How to set boundaries. Setting boundaries involves clear and assertive communication. Here's how you can do it. Identify your limits. Understand what behaviors you find unacceptable and decide on the boundaries you need to set. Communicate clearly. Use direct and clear language to communicate your boundaries. For example, I need you to stop criticizing me about my choices. Be consistent. Consistency is key. Stick to your boundaries and reinforce them as needed. Use I statements. Frame your boundaries in terms of how their behavior affects you. For example, I feel disrespected when you talk over me. Examples of setting boundaries. Imagine you have a friend who constantly belittles your achievements. A boundary could be saying, I value our friendship, but I need you to stop making negative comments about my accomplishments. It makes me feel undervalued. In a workplace scenario, if a colleague keeps dumping their work on you, you might say, I'm unable to take on your tasks. I have my responsibilities to manage. Enforcing boundaries. Enforcing boundaries can be challenging, especially with persistent toxic individuals. If they repeatedly cross the line, you might need to escalate your response. This could involve distancing yourself from them or seeking support from higher authorities if it's in a workplace context. 2. Limit interactions. Why limiting interactions works. Limiting interactions with toxic people is crucial for maintaining your sanity and well-being. The less time you spend with them, the less influence they have over you. This can significantly reduce the stress and negativity in your life. Strategies to limit interactions. Prioritize your time. Focus on spending time with people who uplift and support you. Allocate your time wisely and avoid unnecessary interactions with toxic individuals. Control your environment. If possible, control the settings in which you interact with toxic people. Opt for group settings where their behavior is less likely to target you directly. Use technology. Utilize text messages or emails for necessary communications instead of face-to-face or phone conversations. This can give you time to compose yourself and respond appropriately. Practical examples. In a workplace, you might choose to interact with a toxic colleague only during necessary meetings and limit casual interactions. In social settings, you can politely decline invitations to events where you know the toxic person will be present. Challenges and solutions. Limiting interactions can be tricky, especially with family members or close colleagues. In such cases, finding a balance is key. Gradually reducing the time spent and creating emotional distance can help manage the situation better. 3. Stay calm and collected. The importance of staying calm. Toxic people often try to provoke reactions to assert control or create drama. Staying calm and collected is a powerful way to disarm their attempts and maintain your composure. Techniques to stay calm. Deep breathing. Practice deep breathing exercises to calm your nerves during stressful interactions. Mindfulness. Stay present and focus on your breathing or a calming thought to avoid getting drawn into their negativity. Pause before reacting. Take a moment to pause and think before responding. This can prevent impulsive reactions that may escalate the situation. Practical examples. Imagine a toxic person at work criticizes you in front of others. Instead of reacting defensively, take a deep breath and respond calmly. I appreciate your feedback. Let's discuss this further in private. In personal relationships, if someone tries to provoke you with hurtful comments, you might say, I don't think this conversation is productive right now. Let's talk later when we're both calmer. Benefits of staying calm. Staying calm not only helps you maintain control over the situation, but also demonstrates your strength and emotional resilience. It can often discourage the toxic person from targeting you further as they realize their attempts to provoke you are ineffective. 4. Don't take it personally. Understanding personal detachment. Toxic people often project their insecurities and issues onto others. It's important to remember that their behavior is a reflection of their inner turmoil, not your worth or actions. How to practice detachment, self-reflection. Remind yourself that their negativity is about them, not you. Reflect on your strengths and positive qualities. Positive affirmations. Use affirmations to reinforce your self-worth. For example, I am worthy of respect and kindness. Perspective. Shifting. Try to see the situation from a broader perspective. Understand that their behavior stems from their struggles and is not a personal attack on you. Practical examples. If a toxic person makes a hurtful comment about your appearance, instead of internalizing it, remind yourself, their opinion does not define my worth. In a workplace setting, if a colleague blames you for a mistake, calmly clarify the situation and focus on finding a solution instead of taking their blame personally. Long-term benefits. Practicing detachment can significantly improve your mental resilience. It helps you maintain a positive self-image and reduces the emotional impact of toxic interactions. Over time, you'll find yourself less affected by their negativity. 5. Use I statements. The power of I statements. Using I statements is an effective communication technique that helps express your feelings without blaming or accusing the other person. This approach reduces defensiveness and promotes constructive dialogue. How to formulate I statements. Identify your feelings. Start by identifying how the person's behavior makes you feel. Describe the behavior. Clearly describe the specific behavior that is causing the issue. Express the impact. Explain how the behavior affects you. Suggest a solution. Offer a constructive suggestion to address the issue. Examples of I statements. If a friend frequently interrupts you, you might say, "I feel frustrated when I'm interrupted because it makes me feel unheard. Can we try to listen to each other more during conversations?" In a workplace scenario, if a colleague takes credit for your work, you could say, "I feel disheartened when my contributions aren't acknowledged because it devalues my effort. Can we ensure that credit is given where it's due?" Benefits of I statements. Using I statements fosters open and respectful communication. It helps address issues without escalating conflicts and encourages the toxic person to reflect on their behavior and its impact on others. 6. Focus on solutions. Why solution-focused thinking is effective. Dwelling on problems can perpetuate negativity and helplessness. Focusing on solutions shifts your mindset to proactive problem-solving and reduces the emotional impact of toxic interactions. Strategies for solution-focused thinking. Identify the problem. Clearly define the issue at hand. Brainstorm solutions. Generate potential solutions, considering both immediate and long-term options. Evaluate and choose. Assess the feasibility of each solution and choose the best course of action. Take action. Implement the chosen solution and monitor its effectiveness. Practical examples. If a toxic colleague constantly criticizes your work, instead of getting bogged down by their negativity, focus on improving your skills or seeking constructive feedback from others. This proactive approach can help you grow and reduce the impact of their criticism. In personal relationships, if someone frequently cancels plans at the last minute, suggest alternative ways to spend time together that are less likely to be disrupted, such as virtual hangouts or spontaneous meetups. Long-term benefits. Adopting a solution-focused mindset empowers you to take control of the situation. It reduces feelings of helplessness and increases your resilience in the face of toxic behavior. Over time, this approach can lead to more positive and productive interactions. 7. Surround yourself with positive people. The importance of positive relationships. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your emotional and mental well-being. Positive relationships provide support, encouragement, and a buffer against negativity. Building a positive network. Identify supportive individuals. Look for people who uplift, encourage, and support you. These could be friends, family members, or colleagues. Invest in relationships. Spend time nurturing these positive relationships. Engage in meaningful conversations, share experiences, and offer support in return. Create positive spaces. Participate in groups or activities that promote positivity and personal growth, such as hobby clubs, support groups, or volunteer organizations. Practical examples. If you have a toxic colleague, make an effort to build stronger connections with supportive coworkers. Share your experiences and seek their advice, creating a positive support system within the workplace. In your personal life, prioritize spending time with friends and family who bring joy and positivity into your life. Engage in activities that foster positive interactions, such as group outings, game nights, or shared hobbies. Benefits of a positive network. A strong network of positive relationships can provide emotional support and a sense of belonging. It helps counterbalance the effects of toxic interactions and enhances your overall well-being. Over time, you'll find that positive influences have a significant impact on your mental and emotional health. 8. Practice self-care. Why self-care is essential. Regular self-care is crucial for maintaining your mental, emotional, and physical health. It helps you recharge, reduces stress, and enhances your ability to cope with toxic interactions. Types of self-care. Physical self-care. Engage in activities that promote physical health, such as exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep. Emotional self-care. Practice activities that nurture your emotional well-being, such as journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature. Mental self-care. Stimulate your mind with activities that you enjoy, such as reading, puzzles, or learning new skills. Social self-care. Connect with supportive friends and family, engage in social activities, and participate in community events. Practical examples. Incorporate regular exercise into your routine, such as a daily walk, yoga session, or gym workout. Physical activity releases endorphins, which can improve your mood and reduce stress. Set aside time for hobbies that bring you joy and relaxation. Whether it's painting, gardening, or playing an instrument, engaging in activities you love can provide a much-needed escape from negativity. Self-care routines. Create a self-care routine that includes daily, weekly, and monthly activities. For example, daily. Practice mindfulness or meditation for 10 minutes each morning. Weekly. Schedule a social activity with friends or family. Monthly. Treat yourself to a relaxing activity such as a spa day or a weekend getaway. Long-term benefits. Regular self-care enhances your resilience and overall well-being. It equips you with the strength and clarity needed to handle toxic interactions effectively. Over time, prioritizing self-care can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. 9. Seek support. The value of seeking support. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can provide valuable perspective and guidance. It helps you process your experiences, gain insights, and develop effective strategies for dealing with toxic people. Types of support. Emotional support. Talk to friends or family members who understand and validate your feelings. Sharing your experiences can provide relief and emotional validation. Professional support. Consider seeking help from a therapist or counselor. Professionals can offer unbiased advice, coping strategies, and therapeutic techniques to manage stress and emotional impact. Support groups. Join support groups where you can share experiences with others facing similar challenges. This provides a sense of community and shared understanding. Practical examples. If you're dealing with a toxic colleague, confide in a trusted coworker or mentor. They can offer advice and support and possibly intervene on your behalf if needed. If a family member is toxic, discuss the situation with other family members who understand and support you. Their insights and solidarity can help you navigate the relationship more effectively. Long-term benefits. Seeking support strengthens your resilience and provides you with a network of individuals who care about your well-being. It helps you feel less isolated and more empowered to handle toxic interactions. Over time, the insights and strategies gained from support can significantly improve your ability to manage difficult relationships. 10. Stand up for yourself. The importance of assertiveness. Standing up for yourself is crucial in dealing with toxic people. It involves asserting your needs and defending your boundaries, which can deter toxic behavior and promote respect. How to be assertive. Use clear and direct language. Communicate your needs and boundaries clearly and directly. Avoid passive or aggressive language. Maintain composure. Stay calm and composed, even if the toxic person tries to provoke you. Be firm but respectful. Assert yourself firmly but respectfully. Avoid escalating the conflict with hostile or aggressive behavior. Reiterate boundaries. If your boundaries are crossed, calmly reiterate them and the consequences of not respecting them. Practical examples. If a toxic friend frequently cancels plans at the last minute, you might say, "I feel disappointed when plans are canceled without notice. I need you to let me know in advance if you can't make it." In a workplace setting, if a colleague undermines you in meetings, you could respond, "I value open discussions, but it's important that we respect each other's contributions. Please refrain from interrupting or dismissing my ideas." Benefits of assertiveness. Assertiveness promotes respect and sets clear expectations for acceptable behavior. It empowers you to protect your well-being and fosters healthier interactions. Over time, standing up for yourself can reduce the frequency and intensity of toxic behavior directed at you. 11. Know when to walk away. Recognizing when to walk away. Sometimes, the best option is to distance yourself completely from a toxic person. Recognizing when a relationship is irreparably harmful is crucial for protecting your well-being. Signs: it's time to walk away. Consistent disrespect. The person consistently disrespects your boundaries and shows no signs of changing. Emotional drain. Interactions with the person leave you emotionally drained and distressed. Negative impact on well-being. The relationship significantly impacts your mental, emotional, or physical health. Lack of positive change. Despite your efforts, the person's behavior remains toxic and unchanged. How to walk away. Plan your exit. Prepare a plan to distance yourself from the toxic person. This might involve gradually reducing contact or making a clean break. Communicate your decision. If appropriate, communicate your decision to the person. Be clear and firm about your reasons. Seek support. Rely on your support network to help you through the process. Emotional support from friends, family, or a therapist can provide strength and guidance. Focus on healing. Prioritize your healing and self-care after distancing yourself from the toxic person. Engage in activities that promote your well-being and recovery. Practical examples. If a friend consistently undermines your self-esteem and refuses to respect your boundaries, you might decide to end the friendship. Communicate your decision calmly and firmly, and focus on building positive relationships. In a workplace setting, if a colleague's toxic behavior severely impacts your job satisfaction and well-being, consider seeking a transfer to another department or looking for new job opportunities. Long-term benefits. Walking away from a toxic relationship can be challenging, but it's often necessary for your long-term well-being. It frees you from constant negativity and allows you to focus on positive growth and healing. Over time, distancing yourself from toxic individuals can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life. 12. Reflect on your interactions. The importance of reflection. Reflecting on your interactions with toxic people can provide valuable insights and help you understand your triggers. It allows you to develop better strategies for managing future encounters. How to reflect on interactions. Journaling. Keep a journal to document your interactions, feelings, and reactions. This can help you identify patterns and triggers. Self-questioning. Ask yourself questions about the interaction. What triggered the toxic behavior? How did you respond? What could you do differently next time? Seek feedback. Discuss your interactions with trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Their perspectives can provide additional insights and advice.